Welcome to the channel. We are called The Success of Success. My name's Ella Dixon, and this is...
Wyatt Garcia.
We are talking all about the definition and true meaning of success, and we're going to take a deep dive and do more analyzing into what success is, how you can find it, and advice for teens and just anyone in general. Before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe because there will be future uploaded videos shortly. And let's get into it. Today is episode 1, and it's all about the societal view of success. So Wyatt, what do you think, or what kind of pressure does society put about the topic of success?
For a lot of times, society, like for teens especially, it's like they need to make money and they need to do good in school, but like after high school, it's they need to go to college, they need to get a job, and just kind of do their thing, like just basically live a stereotypical lifestyle.
So like you're saying, like almost like build up that pyramid because everyone starts at the bottom, but then the way you get viewed is how high you are up, almost on that status like staircase.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
How do you view success?
I'd say just agreeing what we both just kind of talked about. Kind of society puts pressure on being able to afford a good home for your family, being able to have a nice car, being able to give your kids nice cars, and just make sure that people around you view you as successful is what I think, rather than focusing on your personal success, more so what people see you as having success. And I think it's interesting because one of the people I interviewed, Mr. Godfrey, which you know as well, he's 52 years old and he's still teaching at Rigby High School, and he's taught throughout the state, and he's been a coach, a father, he's a grandfather. He is a huge leader I look up to. And when I went to interview him about a week ago about success, one of the things I asked him was his definition of success. And the first thing he told me was it's built on moral foundation. So I think that was important because it doesn't matter what is going on around you, it's built on your morals and whatnot. And then the next line he said is it's being in a position to help and serve others within a realm of influence with personal peace, end quote. What do you think? Did any of the people you interviewed kind of maybe view success differently?
Yeah, so like none of the people I interviewed really talked about like the morality of it per se. They were all like one of them, Jeremy Warner. So he's been a coach of mine and different things, and I know him, and he described, so first he said success has changed a lot over like how he's viewed it over his life, but like he said as you go on through life you're gonna obviously view life differently and stuff, but what he viewed success as when he was younger was just like making a lot of money, winning rodeos, different things like that. Like that was kind of his whole life. And like now it's like just success to him is like he takes it like day by day, just making sure he's productive throughout the different, like every individual day, and getting things done and trying to do as much as he can for his family and whatnot.
That's cool. And how old did you say he was again?
He's 60.
He's 60. Okay. So I also interviewed someone in the older age. Her name is Cindy Hancock. She used to be my old neighbor, and she is just about 70. She's 69 right now and will be 70 in a few months, she told me. But the biggest thing, similar to what Jeremy said, is she stated, don't compare your chapter 3 to someone's chapter 20, end quote, which I think is super important when talking about maybe what society views as success, because it really doesn't matter what somebody else is doing or how somebody else is doing, as long as you can be in a position where you're able to help and reach out and find your own personal success, kind of what Mr. Godfrey was explaining to me and kind of giving advice on, once again, influence with personal peace.
Yeah, that's really cool. And that's like so I interviewed Sheldon Cutright. He owns a plumbing company, and he's 29, and he said that like success, what it means to him is that it's just like being able, like kind of what we talked about at the beginning, almost like kind of that stereotypical, like just being able to provide for your family. But he also added in, compared, like in addition to that, he added like like being able to run his business successfully and like making sure he takes care of like his workers since they help him out in different things.
Very interesting. So did any of the people you interviewed or experience of you that you've had in your personal life, did any of them talk about maybe the success on the topic of money or things like that, or did money surround people's perspective of success?
So yeah, like Jamie Garcia, she's 42. She described it as like,
wait, and how is Jamie Garcia in the realm of your circle?
so she's my mom and
Okay, good.
she owns a few businesses, and she described it as like essentially like a checklist, like in her mind there's a lot of things like having a nice boat, having our animals we have, having a nice house, different things like that kind of all tie back to money, which I thought was interesting. And she also said it doesn't really have a date, so but like when you do check those boxes, you want to make sure you don't get complacent per se, and you keep trying to, you set new goals, you reach for new things, like adapt to success as you get it and still try to be more successful than you are. Did any of your interviewees try or say anything similar to that?
No, but I do disagree with what she's saying as like success being almost more so as a financial checklist. And correct me if I'm wrong on maybe that idea, because I wasn't in the interview with her, so I don't quite know maybe how she was perceiving that. But I don't know. I think that financials and money can lead to a certain level of success and happiness, but I also think that will manipulate how you determine success and how successful you will later be in the future.
Yeah, and so like I agree with that too, but like Sheldon said, he was like quote, money isn't everything, but you definitely have to have it to live, but it's not the only thing, end quote. And so like I agree with that, like and on top of what you said, like you need it to get to certain places in your life, and you need to have it to live, obviously, for groceries and having a roof over your head and whatnot, and paying for your vehicles. But like that shouldn't be your only goal, and I agree with that. And like you should have a lot of goals with your family and faith and different things like that.
I agree. So that's kind of our first episode, what things we want to talk about. Don't be afraid to comment on maybe what you want to hear and who you want to hear from, but feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. That was our first episode. See you guys later.
See ya.